Yeah, and my bayonet Doppler sidetrack is always equipped on my CT side. So I'm at peace, just about then. I'm hanging on for dear life. I need one of those tokens that says haven't bought a knife for like 200 days or something like that. Alu around the party area, no party for him. Rain is by the boulder, as you can see, on his lonesome. He may need support. He's not going to have support from AZ. One and done. That's man advantage for G2. A dangerous side on both sides of this map.
Karrigan on the A bomb site waiting, as is Alu there towards toilets. So it ultimately comes down to a lack of crossfires here, although there is vision from Karrigan on towards Alu's position, but it will be entirely circumvented because in comes G2 with a fast switch onto the B sites. kiyoshima, can he get something done here? A few taps, but finds nothing. Oh, a bit exposed, and into the water he goes.
2 players now for FaZe. Bomb's getting planted, he can't stop it. But can he get the flank? Alu popping in, but he can't pop any heads, not now. There he goes, no kill for him in this round. Karrigan 3 HP, all to do, and he can't do any of it. Pistol round goes to G2. Only 2 players on FaZe got kills in that round, but that doesn't mean they can pick up 2 scouts. There's the first one. Second one won't be purchased. Curious to see what Karrigan can do. He's got the forward spawn. He could get go for a headshot towards upper. See if he can make it. I think he's going to have a good spawn because some teams might be late to it, but he doesn't get a connection.
That's unfortunate. How many more chances will he be able to find? Shox in a good position here. Should someone push, it's often good. This position, often very good, but kiyoshima looks for it this time, and Shox was not looking in the right spot.
Karrigan just got the nastiest headshot. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, you saw it on your screen.
It was nasty. I apologize for interrupting you, Dan.
Maybe we can see it on the replay.
But I had to share my glee at witnessing that headshot because it was nasty.
They don't have it, James. They don't have it.
They're still towards long, and they're getting peppered by that scout, and he's setting them up. He is setting them up for doom, for failure. But Rain has to take body down first, and he'll do exactly that. Stuck towards long now. Flank coming in from Alu as well. Alu does not need to peek. They just need to contain. Containment, Dan. Containment. They need the hazmats, and they have the hazmats. They have containment. Containment has been made.
So Force Buy is picked up by FaZe, so that's pretty important for them on the way to having a stellar CT side. I do wonder if they'll hold on to their current weapons. I think that they likely should. As you can see, the money here for G2 sucks. And these are corners that they can cut. Keeping the Mag 10, keeping the Scout, they can cut these corners. But they have to be very careful in how they play this. This is good, though, from Karrigan because he can get forward info and you can fall back on this map. The problem is this area. You've got to be very careful about how you play that, and I like that FaZe give it up. But they still need tabs on what's going on. Do they have any understanding of what's happening? Well, Karrigan gets himself 1 pick, finishes off Smiths. That's good for FaZe. They know what's going on right now. They should be fine.
He continues to pepper these players. I think, what did Corey Dunn used to call this weapon? He had a name for it. I'll come back to it later. As G2 have found themselves opportunity now to take this round. Scream maybe better off with the Tech 9 rather than picking up the Scout. Maybe there are some other weapons to collect as well, but doesn't really have the position to do it. Unless he can take kiyoshima down, he forces the action, but he's staying close because he wants that frag onto AZ. AZ with the Mac 10. Scream can reposition and pick up that M4. Ooh, gets his bell rung. Oh, man. It is brutal. AZ has a kid as well. He could commit to this. He could commit. Nerves of steel. Deagle gets the kill. He could go and collect the rifle first and then pick up the fuse. And there we go. AK is just around the corner. FaZe, hold on. The assist maker, that's what he called it. Which is a really crap name for a gun, I have to say.
True in many respects, though.
Yep.
So we get weapons here of all sorts. Assortments for G2. Mac 10, Tech 9, Deagle. Everyone's got a different weapon apart from Scream and RPK. The headshot machines. Oh, Scream, he's going to take some serious damage. But he does pick up a frag for his troubles. And that is 1 player gone. It's Alu who has been eradicated. And now the push comes onto the B-bomb site. We've got FaZe ready to receive. And so far the reception is going pretty well.
they have received the bomb. That's pretty good. And many kills coming FaZe's way. Good round for them, no bomb plant for G2. Eco Town for the French side. Alu can continue with the MP9, almost said Mac 10, it's an MP9. MP9 has better jumping accuracy than a Mac 10. FYI. One of the lesser useful facts of Counter-Strike. But I think it's almost viable to jump around corners and actually expect to kill people with an MP9 in comparison to other SMGs. Very nice shooting from Rain. Of course, it is somewhat of a shooting gallery. Shox made his way in towards B. Doesn't have the bomb. Doesn't have any HP left. He's dead. 4-1. Good start from FaZe. What kind of money do they have in the bank? Reasonable. Good money. G2 need consecutive rounds to break FaZe.
Yeah, so I feel like FaZe's chances are just getting better and better and better. Now, it's going to be curious to see how they play with Alu, especially as well in this round. Is he going to go for the timing? I think his spawn is it good enough? Yeah, just about, it seems. Although he's got himself a flash first, flash over the top, and a peek. Oh, the player's really close, and it's been fluffed. It's been fluffed. Alu was not supposed to die like that. It was not supposed to go that way, but now it has, and Rain is alone. And he's got to do the... What?
Well, that's throwing you off track. Don't worry, Dan. It's fine. Everything's fine. Unless you're FaZe, then everything is in a terrible situation, although there is money in the bank. Let's see if they can get themselves back into this round. Shox waiting for perhaps an overextension, but he can't get anything done towards B-bomb site. Spots FaZe there. Where are the remaining players? Look how far back G2 are. They're far back! But they have time on the clock, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. They have the numbers game in their favor, despite losing Shox. FaZe with 2 sites to defend. Kishima rotating back and forth. Minimal information for FaZe, and G2 appears to be headed towards the B-bomb site.
And time's running out as well. So it's not over here for FaZe. Okay, FaZe are going to be receiving the push into the B-bomb site. That is where they want it. They've got 2 players on the site. Their best defense possible is on this site. There's no counter grenades. Quick kill by Kiyashima evens up the numbers. Very important. Time is ticking. Another frag comes in for FaZe. Another one. That's just Scream left, but not for long. So very flat ending to what was an explosive beginning. For G2 at least.
FaZe's money is in very good stead. It's in a great place. 5 rounds in a row for FaZe, and it's important. I mean, G2, we saw them playing overpass earlier, and they had lovely pushes towards B. Not sure if it was a read on their particular opponent. Alu missing 2 shots there, needs to get out of there now. Doesn't want to overextend. Wow, look at these kills flying in! Quickly, surely, truly, madly, deeply. It was an eco round. That's probably the most excited I've been on an eco round. Don't get used to it. Don't get used to it. Incendiary grenades coming out for FaZe. Nice.
Kevlar, that is not something that Shox has.
Yes, it is.
Oh, he does have it. I was looking at it and I couldn't see it. I think there's something wrong with me, James. Something deeply wrong with me.
I could have told you that, Dan, 2 years ago.
Okay, that's great. So, interestingly, we're going to start to see actual pick-based play coming in here from G2, but they don't have necessarily the nades to displace Alu, and you can see he wins the pick battle there, and that's a problem. Because G2, they're running out of players to do the picking with, and they haven't gained much map control yet. Smith with the jumping AK. Apparently that's good in that situation. And now the second player has been revealed. And that's unfortunate. Smith was never expecting Carrigan to be there. And it's a 4 versus 3 here. FaZe, they're in a nice position. And there's a minute left. And with G2 with down 2 players, they're going to make a big play with somebody. RPK is going to try to win this 1 versus 1 against AZ. This is so important.
Ooh. AZ understands the importance as well. He needs to survive here. The smoke will help him kill time to rotate. There are 2 FaZe players rotating. Alu and Kishima making their way in, so AZ just buying time, staying alive. And he's bought enough time for Ali to run straight into the crosshairs of RPK. Charging through the smoke, not going to work out for him. Man advantage for G2 now, but the bomb needs to go down. 20 seconds remain now. It's Kishima's turn to buy time as his flank comes in from Carrigan. Spotted though, going to get his bell rung through the sandbags as well. Or the mortar, whatever it is, and he will eventually go down. I was saying to Vendetta earlier on that on this map, I've watched some matches of FaZe recently. I think it was at the last LAN a few days ago where Alu takes some risks on the CT side. I think he might have run through the smoke down the balcony, but it's only on Overpass I see these kind of things happening from him. He's currently 1 for 5. Maybe not his favorite map.
Well, he's going to be tested again. You can see a lot of players coming towards A-Long. Do they want to continue pursuits? Oh, Anu misses the first one. That's unfortunate. Rain, though, able to deliver. I think he spotted... Did he spot somebody else? I'm not sure if he did, actually. Maybe he heard something. There's players all over the place. Doesn't know which way to look. Oh, Alu's going to be careful. Down to 13. Alu's in so much trouble. So much trouble. Very important shot to hit. Picks off RPK, keeps himself alive, keeps himself in position, keeps his team with chances to rotate before the T's can overwhelm the side. So 4 versus 3, FaZe in definite favor now. And G2 once again in that position, like which way do we go?
I don't know if Kishima was in the middle of the tunnel leading towards the monster area, but not monster tunnel. I don't know if he heard a squeaky door open. Anyway, Alu's finally been taken down by Scream in a long area. His teammates are on short. Kishima is miles away, really needs to go and join his teammates. They could do with the support. His rotation is going to be huge. FaZe needs to deliver in the meantime. AZ getting more headshots. The bomb's getting planted. Carrigan is charging through though. Can he find Smith from the smoke? He can't. Smith's going to take him down. 4 HP though against 2 players. Smith's, can he get any more headshots? He needs nothing but headshots. And Kishima's rotation has been so long that Smith will have no idea where he is. Could be long, could be short, could be bank. Smith will change things up. He allows the first player to go past. Tries to make the play to win the round as opposed to get 1 kill. Didn't work out for him though. And FaZe prevail.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, with such low HP, he's got to make a play like that. So credit for trying to go for a low percentage, but the best play for the round win, but it doesn't work. 7-2, and things are getting out of hand for G2. And it was G2 that have played the least matches, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mixed them up with Envious earlier. Ooh, good opener from Shox, but they have mostly just pistols right now. Will Kishima be able to do much from this position? Does he have some? He has no support.
They're going to overwhelm him. They're going to be too close. They're all spread out. They got too deep into the tunnel, and there was nothing he could do. That was almost always going to happen in that situation. I feel like, actually, I'll come to that later on. Let's see what FaZe can do. Carrigan and Rain coming in for the flank. Can't get the fatal kill onto body though. Now they can. And there goes Shox as well. So despite the plant from G2, you can't favor them in this situation. Scream on the Deagle. RPK playing around the bomb site. Maybe he can let the CTs go into false sense of security and trying to get a defuse, but no. Trades coming in immediately. And now it's Scream. Picked up an M4. Rain, is he holding? Is he going for the hero defuse? He is! 8-2. And now Scream really does not want to die after the clock here. I was going to say, most of the shots recently in the last few weeks that I've seen Alu miss, of which there haven't been too many, are not even because his crosshair hasn't been in the right place. It's because he just starts moving before he takes the shot, which makes the shot inaccurate. Like the shot we saw earlier towards the boulder. I feel like his crosshair was on the player, but he started moving before he took the shot. G2, oh, please be a HE grenade. That would be beautiful. But again, it's a fast play from G2, looking to catch FaZe unprepared once again, and they will do that. But Kishima's getting first kill. Carrigan there for support as well, but 2 minutes down fast for both sides.
The flashes were pretty good though, and you can see that the delay of the G2 players has been quite severe. We've got Carrigan moving in, there's 2 players that are very, very low HP as well for G2. So their chances aren't too extreme. Alu has an HE2, it would be great to see him toss that onto the side. And the player with the bomb is actually below the balcony. So positionally, this is pretty interesting. You can see Smith there with the bomb. How does he make it across? Is what he's wondering. Ooh.
Oh dear. That was almost a fail boat, but the boat has been righted by Scream. Oh man, that's the money grenade. Is it going the right place though? It is.
What?
Oh man. Alu, please. The USP, of course, to take Scream down as well. And there is no success to be had from G2 anywhere in sight.
That is kind of ridiculous to win a round like that. I mean, he's up against Scream with the AK. I mean, the nade couldn't have done much more damage than Smith had health because it was so far away from him. Obviously, Smith was so low.
Dan, 3 players on G2 have 3 kills each. Shox, Body, and Smiths all have 3 kills. Meanwhile, Scream's there with 14. This is looking très difficile for the French side. Not getting any better in this round. Smith's getting dispatched off by Alu. Now goes towards Connector. Hope he's got his teammate on high ground for him. Still delivering shots. And there's Rain coming in from long. Bedlam and G2 are down to 1 man already. Shox gets a kill and this entire team are dead. Spots a flank just in time, but really, what can he do in this situation? They're getting wrecked!
Yeah, 10-2 is not a good scoreline. That is for sure. G2 having an awful T-side, and that was my win condition for them, is to have a very good T-side. It is the opposite of that. Scream with an HE and a flash with his buy. Interesting. Did he actually buy those, or did he?
Well, they all died, so you had to have bought them.
Yeah, I mean, I just find it so strange to get the HE over as the first nade to pick up. Very strange, but never mind. Doesn't matter. Alu's in their face with the orb.
Oh my god!
And you can see the consistency of Alu, generally speaking. Like, he's very good at these like multiple shots, and his sweeps. It doesn't necessarily tend to be like a super fast AWP like Kenny S, where it's very flick based. Alu can do that, but he has a more consistent style.
11-2. We've seen a fair few surprising halftime scores, and this would be up there with them. And Alu is everywhere. He is everywhere, and he is getting all the frags. Catching up now into the scoreboard. And there's another one. Rain, perfect timing through the smoke. G2, this is looking horrible for them.
Yeah, these last 2 buy rounds, in the first like 20 seconds, they were over. Because FaZe were just not even playing super aggressively, but just doing sort of the normal peaks. I mean, yeah, they're just the normal peaks, really. Normal play from Alu, forward play into Suez, normal forward play into Party and so on. I mean, standard stuff, but they're just crushing G2 with it. Perhaps G2 are frustrated, a little uninspired, but perhaps they're just falling asleep at their keyboards due to the severe jet lag. I've been there.
But G2 were playing amazing earlier, so...
Well, that was like 5 or 6 hours ago.
That is also true. That is also true. More kills for Alu. He's having a field day. He's having a day in the field. And there's another one for him. The picnic is out on the field. Got the dog with him as well. Got the hamper. Got the spread. Got the confit. The jar. The duck pate. He's got it all done.
There's 2 players here to stop it for G2. A nice pick off there from Shox, but he goes down to 1 HP. So is it really nice? I don't know. He's basically a walking corpse at this point. He is barely alive. Ready with the pop flash for his teammate though. And this better be a good one because there's 3 players coming for Smiths. Actually, the pop flash, I thought it was going to help Smiths. It stopped Rain killing him, but Ali will get the kill anyway. And Shox with his 1 HP, there is nothing he can do. Ali picks up the kill for the quad with the orb. How many kills does Ali even have right now?
He was not doing very well a few rounds ago, and then he just killed almost everyone repeatedly in repeated rounds, and now he's got 16 kills on the board as we hit 13-2. I mean, it's a wipeout. Pistol round will be crucial.
It's true. It is true. It's the only way back in for G2 is to win it. Okay, well, they have amazing pistol players. I actually would like to know the stats in LAN tournaments for, across the last, or since G2 had this lineup for pistol rounds on all maps and all sides. It would be really interesting to see that. See who the best pistol team is. Anyway, quick push up outside of the connector area. We got Rain getting the first and second kill of the round. And G2 might be having a harder time of it than we first imagined in this pistol round.
There's a chance now, though. 2 players down for FaZe. Just the one bullet required from these USPs, and Scream is still alive. They're not going to pursue the smoke, though. Alu is in the money position. The bomb's been planted now. Ooh, AZ with a lovely shot there. And AZ can just entertain, just jump around. Alu's... Did he make a sound?
Must have done.
Well, there we go. That's going to waste time for Scream, though, because I think Alu's gone to the high ground. And AZ has exited the site, so Scream's time is being well and truly wasted by Alu. Now he's spotted on the high ground. He can just have a look every so often. AZ miles away, rotating to the short position, and oh man, this is death by paper cuts. And the paper cuts have made their final blow.
Alu's just killing everyone. All of a sudden, on the second half, he's just murdering everyone. The second half? I mean, in the kind of like the second half of all the rounds we've had so far.
Okay, because he got one kill on that in that round.
Yeah, yeah. So triple UMP here for FaZe, and a couple AKs to do the business. Force buy from G2, and FaZe, are they going to run a good anti-force buy? Well, it's. I have mixed feelings about this force buy, because do you really need to isolate 2 players?
Rain team killed Alu, by the way.
But yeah, it seems like it should probably work out. 3 versus 2 though, so there is still a chance here for G2 to somehow secure this. Scream's alive, of course, as well. And AKs will be collected.
One player spotted. That's the bomb as well. Oh man. Oh man. It's not even Kobe anymore, right? So we have to say Curry now. Just have to start shouting Curry because Kobe is retired. Curry! Or we could say Chicken Jalfrezi. How about that? Right? That would be a good one. Because then it's like an in-joke. Jalfrezi! Just start shouting Jalfrezi. Or Chicken Korma, because I can't take the spice. I can't take the spice, Dan. Body has a lot to do to keep his team away from match point. A lot to do.
It's happened. Match point is there. It is real. Oh my god, this scoreline. What happened? GT won the pistol in the first half, didn't they? But then they got force bought. Yeah. Yeah, they've won. G2 have won.
G2 have won is not a phrase
Have won.
which applies to many rounds of this match.
No. Ah, dear. Okay, well, looks like we're going to get the push straight into the B-bomb side. The classic AZ going for the splits. Will you spot the players? It is back. Oh, not quite in time. There is Shocks with the frags. They've managed to actually... This doesn't look too horrendous if the CTs can get into position out of short in time. And indeed, frags are being made here by G2, but Rain answers back. Just Shocks against 3. It's not going to happen this time. 16-2. And it will be a FaZe victory, a convincing FaZe victory on Overpass.
Yeah, I mean, there's I don't know what there is to say really about a 16-2 scoreline. I have no words. That was a very surprising scoreline, but we're going to head to Vendetta. He has now because of double overtime, we didn't have the analysis of the previous map before, but we're going to pop into it now. For those of you who saw Overpass, not Overpass, the map before that, Halvor has something to say.